crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Detroit Lions. On first down, Perkins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Perkins. And he'll let this one go deep. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 right at the 30. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And right away, he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Now Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll find Swift out of the backfield, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. Fielded at about the 28. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the line.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on third down, Perkins. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Trey Flowers in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
On the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line. Perkins.
He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 1.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
First quarter.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brings up third and 4.
From the gun, Perkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 34-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Perkins. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead now increases to 20-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll wind up with about 6. Up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Stafford. Complete. It's Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Stafford delivers this to Hawkinson, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jukes by at the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Jeff Okudah. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings it in-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Touchdown.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford, and now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, Perkins, flush to his right. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, The NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And that's caught inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jared Wilson. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receiver.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 36-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 22. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Swift, the ball.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And he barely gets it out of the end zone to the 1. What a disaster. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
Made at his own 5-yard
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 6.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. To throw is Perkins. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards, and the Lions will take over.
At their own
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. To throw again. Stafford. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Swift. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ball carrier.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Off play action. Perkins. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. A good pickup there. 26 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Perkins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Jaguars 34, Lions 10.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. A gain of 3, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. To throw on third down. Stafford escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. And this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
Off the play fake. Perkins. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Lions 10.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the... .25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock or try to pour some salt in the wound? Now a dump off here complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running is Swift, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
3-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
The Lion ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, Stafford.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Perkins on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions' 34-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
41.
Charles, it's one.